All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 684. I'm your host, GPD, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man whose wife denies there's any gas shortage whatsoever, Wombat.
Ah, that's almost clever. When I was reading the ad, a piece of fuzz flew into my nose, and it's driving me literally insane.
Oh. That's going to drive all of us insane.
I know. I hate it.
Well,
Shipwreck, help me. What do I do?
the fuzz ruined Shanafan's joke. Shanafan submitted that joke earlier.
It was a good joke.
That was a fan submitted joke.
Oh, now you like it? Now that I tell you it's Shanafan's joke and it's not mine?
Well, I mean, yes, that does help.
2 seconds ago it sucked, and now it's great.
I mean,
I'm glad that you like Shanafan at least. There's something positive.
I am a Shanna fan.
Yes. At least something positive came out of this.
Did you get it?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
You're rolling something in your fingers.
I know. I feel like seeing it. It could
It's always a good sign when you see somebody rolling their fingers
It
together.
could just be a booger. I don't know.
It's gross. This is gross. I want out.
Oh yeah, this show all of a sudden is a bastion of clean living.
Got too gross for me.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's just a lot, hanger man.
Right. Well, that's a long time ago.
Oh, you were a different person then.
Oh, now I have a bug that's just flying from one screen to the next. I'm going to get it, though, at one point. I got this tissue. I'm ready. As long as he doesn't go up my nose.
Oh, that would be the best show ever.
Thank you. So welcome to the show, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's, I don't know.
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't know. Anybody got anything exciting happening?
I'm trying to think. I mean, it was Mother's Day over the weekend. That was something, right?
I said exciting.
I don't know. I'm trying here.
Oh, I have an update. From Axeman.
The guy in your backyard.
The guy in my backyard. He is leveling up, Axeman. This hand axe. No. We're gonna level up to fucking catapults now. Axeman is redoing his backyard, and they're like digging up the backyard, and his backyard is like 2 or 3 stories above my house. It's very hilly where we live, so it's like much higher. So they got this little bulldozer back there digging up the backyard, and next thing we know, there's like a 50-pound cement footing just on my lawn that came down from like 30 feet above, just rained down into like my lawn. And then I was like, oh my God, this is a lot worse than a hand axe at 7:30 in the morning. Could crush us. You know what a cement footer is?
Yes.
It's a footer made of cement.
You don't want that falling on you.
No. I know. I don't.
It's like a 50-pound bowling ball, but like 2 of them.
So how did it came through airborne?
Yes.
To your yard?
Yes.
Not just like rolling down the hill?
Well, that one might have come rolling down the hill. But then later there was one that came down airborne that Mrs. Cheapy just saw come down. She's like, it just went up in the air and came down.
So what did you say to your neighbor?
So this is when the first one came down that just landed in the yard.
That doesn't answer the question.
I went up to I walked to his house, and I have to walk up a big hill to get to his house. So I'm all mad. I have a lot of anger inside of me that I've come to.
Is that your secret?
No. It's my weakness. All the back pain and stuff. It's like repressed anger. So when something like this happens, the first thing, I get very angry all of a sudden. And I can feel I'm not turning into the Hulk, but I just, my heart beats faster, all, bad things that you don't want to happen. So I'm like, all right, you got to first calm down before you go over there. You can't, you're all hyped up now.
I like that the red lights are on behind you.
Right. It works when they're red or green, actually.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I calm down. I'm like, okay, let's breathe. I'm literally breathing in my house before I walk up there. And finally, I feel like I'm calm, and I walk up the hill. But now I'm all fucking tired and out of breath from walking up the hill. So all of my meditation was just a fucking waste. So I get up there and I ring the doorbell, and the guy comes out and he's like, oh, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, oh, like I'm doing pretty good, but like, it's raining, concrete balls in my backyard. And he's like, oh, I saw you staring at something back there. I didn't know what was going on. Like I'll tell the guys right away and I'll send them down there to pick it up. Like it's hard to like be mad, He's like, oh, we're making the backyard bigger for the kids so the kids have a place to play. We moved to the suburbs and we don't even really have a backyard. And I'm like, yeah, it's raining concrete bowling balls into my backyard. So the guys came and, they just, I don't know. I think they just fucking threw it into the woods. Like, I don't even think they took it off the property. Like, I don't know what they did with it.
Heavy.
It's heavy. Yeah. I didn't think they were going to carry it back up. I mean, they fucking should have carried it back up the hill, to be honest.
Yes, they should have.
They should have. Like, I don't know that they dumped it in the woods, but I don't know that they didn't.
Here's my advice to you.
Yes. Oh, I like it.
In this situation. Now,
Yes.
you have cameras back there?
I have cameras, but they didn't trigger when the bowling ball was a little far.
You may need to upgrade.
I just took a picture. I just took a picture of the.
No, you need to start like having some.
This is bad advice. You're feeding the rage, Wombat. You're feeding my rage. I don't want to feed my rage.
You need filmic evidence if something else happens that causes legitimate damage. Because if that boulder had rolled and gone through, say, your sliding glass doors,
that's got a long way to go for there. But it missed the patio chair by like.
Yeah, you know what? Those things roll. It bounces. Let's say it was raining but
nothing happened. We're getting it. But I gotta look. If it came closer, the camera probably would have got it. To be honest,
I'm just saying.
Right. I'm more worried about.
You have a neighbor dropping concrete into your backyard from a great height.
Yes, it's not great. It's not a good situation. And then there's still one back there because it happened after I had gone up the hill. Like I'm not walking back up the hill again to tell the guy about another one. Like it's like late in the day and the guy's like gone already. The workers are already gone.
I don't know.
And then they haven't come back. So then the workers haven't even come back. It's been like a couple of days. There's another concrete ball in my that one's like sort of like behind my garden. These are all first world problems, I guess, until it like falls on your house, then it becomes like a
I think you need
third
to do
world
something
problem.
about it.
I'm going to go back up there and say, look, another one fell and I just can't have any more concrete balls falling in my backyard. Like, do these guys know what they're doing? And
do you need a lawyer? Do you have a lawyer?
I'm married to one.
That's true.
I'm not looking. Look. You're escalating. You're supposed to be calming me down.
Why would I do that?
I'm telling you this so you calm me down and say like, oh,
well, that was your first mistake.
Right. So, and this the type of thing.
You need to be very clear with them. Your concrete is falling into my backyard.
He knows.
I have children too. Please do not
forget the children. It's gonna hit me. I'm dead too. Like it doesn't matter.
You say my son likes to play ping pong in the backyard.
I like to play. He doesn't. I do.
No one cares about you. If this concrete fell and hit my son while he was playing ping pong, you would now be wearing your testicles as a bolo tie.
Right.
Figure your shit out.
I'm worried about the whole fucking hill coming down because like they've dug it up and they haven't put any type of. It's a big hill and they have
big hill.
And now is the hill his property?
Yeah. Until it falls down.
Well, I'm just saying, like as long as he's not digging in your property, though, because I feel like that could be a fine line.
He's not in my property. I'm not worried. Yeah, I don't know. It's just. I think it's stressful to Mrs. Sheepy because she's working, out of the house and she sits basically looking right at that spot. It's like right as soon as she looks up from her monitor, it's like, oh, is there any concrete rain?
Can you plant some more trees back there and block it all off?
Well, I'm not worried about I'm worried right now about the concrete balls coming down. Like I can't block that off. Like I don't have that technology.
I mean, I'm telling you, if one more concrete ball falls down there.
No more. I'm telling him no more already. Like when I go up there, like
and you already went up there once and said, please no more.
What happens when the
said,
third one comes down?
Yeah, exactly. A third one's gonna come down.
I'll call the police.
Yeah, exactly.
Concrete police.
Concrete police. Concrete police arrest this man.
It sounds like like.
What would you do, Shipwreck? Wombat flies off the handle too easily. What's your restrained response?
I'd go talk to the guy and tell him to tell the workers to not do that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like this guy is like rolling the concrete down the hill at you.
By the way, I've made 2 Radiohead references so far during this story, and you guys haven't picked up on
I got the Concrete Police. What was the other one besides Concrete Police?
From a Great Height.
I don't know that song.
Same album.
I don't know that one. I only know the hits.
Paranoid Android. Never mind. Anyway, we were saying,
what they didn't keep in mind when they were planning out their new backyard is, like, I'm not sure. I don't know, like, how far it's going exactly and what the story is. But if they go a little too far, they're just looking right into my bathroom. And they're just going to be looking at my ass a lot, my naked ass. So they may want to plant some trees.
Ass a lot is my favorite night.
My ass is looking great though, like right now. It's never looked better. So this is the time. If you're going to be building like a deck to look into my bathroom, it couldn't be at a better time.
This is going to be a problem for you.
It's still very hairy, but it has at least a nice shape to it. That's all I got. That's what's going on in my backyard.
Gotta wait for this guy to finish, and when it's all done, then you have to figure out what you're gonna do.
Build a war? I'm starting a construction war.
Yes, you are.
How about?
He's got the high ground though.
He does have the high ground
for Cheapy.
Right.
Dome. You're gonna have to build a dome.
Table tennis dome, like Thunderdome, but table tennis. Right. Glass dome. Okay. But it's like really high, and it's got like the rubber bands from Mad Max 2. So you can like fly around while you play.
I like it. I'm on board.
Excellent.
Yep.
All right. I think we didn't solve that problem, but I'll keep you updated.
I think we did.
I think there's a lot. There's probably more to come with the situation.
No.
Meanwhile, like I'm begging for that hand axe at 7:30 in the morning now. that was smooth sailing. Let's do some show feedback.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's see. We got Chano Yu says, I agree that the U.S. could get a bit crazy with the fake holidays and random celebrations, but Cinco de Mayo, which we discussed last week, is pretty relevant with the Mexican-American community here in California. It's another excuse to get together with friends and drink, similar to St. Patrick's Day, but I imagine it's different on the East Coast. Basically, Cheapy, you're a racist. I just wanted to point it out.
I'm not a part of the Mexican-American community, and I'm not a part of the West Coast.
But you just dismissed the Mexican as if they were nothing.
I don't think that's what happened.
I'm pretty sure that's what happens.
No.
Yep.
No.
I think you need to apologize to all our Mexican-American listeners.
First of all, I enjoy Mexican food a lot, but Mrs. Chibi doesn't quite as much as I do. And that keeps me from eating as much Mexican food as I would.
If you ever want to get good Mexican food, you and I can go out and get
What's the spot?
There's some pretty good places actually not too far from here. Cara is pretty good. That's in Farmingdale.
It's really hard to find a bad Mexican restaurant.
They're all mediocre. There's a lot of mediocre.
Yeah.
Which is everywhere.
You know what? That sounds like someone who's never had exceptional Mexican food.
I think you're wrong there.
I think that's what that means.
I think you sound like that about everything, but most of the places you recommend are on diners, drive-ins, and dives.
I think there's one Long Island restaurant that's been on diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Right, but anytime I visit a city, even though if you've never been there before, you recommend a restaurant to me that you've never been to.
Because I've seen it on TV. And then you look at the reviews and they're all amazing. You say like, oh, you only know this place because it's been on TV for being good. What kind of nonsense statement is that? This restaurant was on TV for being exceptional. Why would you recommend it to someone?
It's being exceptional if it's on whatever.
It was accessible to the production crew.
I actually do think that's why he goes to those shows, because they're exceptional. He's not going to go to bad restaurants.
He goes to perfectly fine ones. I've been to several of those, and they're
he's done a lot in Cincinnati.
I know because we have a lot of dives in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And it's cheap.
There are plenty of places to get a big plate of food with copious amounts of meat and cheese. We have that market wrapped up.
I guess so. He hasn't been here much. It's sort of a bummer. We need to get more Guy Fieri on Long Island. Anyway,
if you say so.
Yeah, this next comment comes from YouTube. Skelton says, seems like every time I go to my room to play video games, I just end up playing with my ding dong instead. I'm not even sure if I still like video games, but I'm trying real hard. Great show, dudes. By the way, Cheapy, proper modulation is getting good. I like hearing a white dude and a black dude keeping each other in check. The more uncomfortable, the better.
Nice. Yes.
Yep,
The
I'll take it
tension,
like
the
that
tension is palpable.
Mhm.
You want to see, like, if you want, you know how much these guys can bother me. You've seen Shipwreck and Wombat bother me, but you haven't seen a black guy bother me. And if you want to see that, you have to tune in on Friday at 3:00. But thanks for the kind words, Wade.
Yeah, I figured you'd like that comment.
Yeah, there's not that many
And I
kind
figured
words.
we give a proper modulation shout out as well.
You're the best around.
I am. Nothing's gonna ever keep me down.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
for sure.
Got
And
it.
you know what? Nothing's going to ever keep down the Children's Tumor Foundation, because May is Make NFL Visible Month, and we're raising money for Children's Tumor Foundation. Now, if you don't know what NF is, it's neurofibromatosis, and that's an under-recognized genetic disorder that affects about 1 in 3,000 people or millions of people worldwide. It causes tumors to form on nerves through the body, and those tumors can cause a lot of problems: blindness, pain, disfigurement, cancer, deafness. It's not good. So we're holding a fundraiser for awareness. For every $5 that you donate, you will get a raffle entry to win a $100 gift card to the e-retailer of your choice. And you can go to tinyurl.com/CTF21. Let me put that link in the chat so people in the chat can do it. And that's going on all this month. And yeah, we have a channel reward. You can make NF visible right in the channel. And yeah, that's it. So hope you guys can participate in the raffle and continue to make NF visible. Thank you.